How is everybody doing? Hey, what's up? Mike, how are you, my friend? Let's see. Welcome. Let's see. All right. Good evening, Carlos. How are we doing? I got some fruit for my dessert. I'm ready to rock and roll. Welcome, everybody. Good evening. Where in Canada are you at? Where are you guys at? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. Where are you guys watching from? Are you on GLP-1s? How's your journey going so far? Let me know. British Columbia. Mexico. We are getting so much international. It's crazy. I wonder why that is. Monjaro, 5 milligrams, but stalled. We got you covered. If you guys are on your GLP-1 journey and you're stalled, you're tired, your brain foggy, you feel like crap, we are here to talk about how you can fix that issue. Nova Scotia, we got Melbourne, Florida. You had some watermelon this morning. This is actually really good watermelon. You can tell when watermelon's good because it's really red. It's like dark red and it's crispy and it's sweet. I hate watermelon when it's like white and it's not sweet. It's not as good. It's all about who is all about that watermelon life. Let me know if you're all about that watermelon life. Too much watermelon? I would agree. If you sat down and you ate massive amounts of watermelon, I would agree. But I'll tell you right now, overeating watermelon compared to overeating just about any other processed carbohydrate, pretty unlikely. So, can you overdo it? Yes. How often do I see people running into issues? Because let me put it this way, and this is fair. I coach thousands of patients on GLP-1 meds every single day, right? So I'm in these phone calls, I'm in these coaching calls, we're figuring out what the issue is. Never do I ever run into an issue where I go, you know what, Mrs. Jones, the issue is you're eating too much watermelon. You're eating way too much fruit. So we need to cut back the fruit because that is why you're not losing weight. I can tell you guys that conversation almost never happens. Now, you're eating too much processed garbage, that conversation happens all the time. So my point is should we be aware, yes, of the fruit content, of the sugar content in fruit, the fructose in particular? Too much fructose is a problem. But it's hard. It's hard to overdo it in fruit because you got the fiber, you got the water. You're getting all the micronutrients and electrolytes. It's a lot of good. A lot of good. Welcome everybody. We got Missouri, Winnipeg, Hinesville. Donna is wondering about GLP-1 and BPC 157, and she's also all about that watermelon life. Love it, love it. Jane, I have built up gas and diarrhea, 7.5 milligrams of Zepbound. So, or tirzepatide. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to stop Mounjaro. You don't want to stop the medications, but it sounds like your body wants to stop. So, how bad's the diarrhea? How bad is the gas? How much are you suffering? What's your greatest concern about taking a break from the medication? What is the ultimate concern about doing a medication reset? Taking a break from the medication sometimes can completely transform your program and your trajectory of where you're headed. I'll share with you guys a story. I just had my group coaching call. There's like 50 people, maybe like 30 people on this call. And one of our patients was sharing that she feels better on 0.25 milligrams of semaglutide than she did on 2.4. She's getting better appetite suppressant effects from the starter dose than she was getting on the maximum dose. We did a medication reset. We did a metabolic reset. She started intermittent fasting. She started changing the kind of food she was eating. She made some real change. And her body responded with some massive improvements. She literally became a hyper responder to her GLP-1 medications. And so, this is the kind of stuff that I see every single day. And we can help you do the same thing, guys. Melissa, I have teeth issues all of a sudden. Teeth issues? What's a teeth issue? You mean like you're having, I don't even know what you mean by that. You're going to have to describe to me what you mean by a tooth issue. Yeah, Janae, I definitely think that we can help you, but we're going to have to take a look at the big picture, your labs, and figure out what's going on. Meme, is there any information that could be given on the price range for your coaching? So, Meme, great question. That depends on what level of coaching you're looking at. I have one-on-one coaching. I have small group coaching. I have large group coaching. I have community-based options that start at $10 a month. Of course, the actual student coaching, the base one is about $100 a month, and it goes up from there. So it just depends on how much support you need. My Warrior program is, I think, the best coaching tier that we offer. It's got a good value. It's got a guarantee of results. So we can absolutely, they can go over all the pricing with you guys. If you guys I know some of you guys are asking about pricing and what that whole process looks like. If you guys want to learn more about this and the whole deal, shoot us a text message. If you're watching me on YouTube right here, this is actually the best number to reach out to my team, 229-441-3562. If you're watching me on TikTok, 229-441-3562. Yes, we have retatrutide, semaglutide, tirzepatide, the powerful peptides, the fat mobilizing peptides, the healing peptides. I have literally never heard of these teeth issues. I'm gonna have to look this up. I haven't had a single patient tell me that they're having any sort of teeth issues. So GLP-1s can reduce saliva production, leading to dry mouth and increased risk of cavities. Interesting. Ozempic teeth. Enamel erosion. The acidic environment in the mouth caused by dry mouth can erode teeth enamel. You know, so I say this over and over and over. This is why you need to use low dosing strategies. This is why you need to use the lowest doses possible. Because of issues like that, there's going to always be more and more issues that come around. And the only way to really stay protected is to stay on the lowest doses possible. And I'll tell you, there's a way to do this. There's a way to become a hyper responder. There's a way to minimize risk, to minimize complications. And that's to implement targeted lifestyle interventions. And that's what we do. Great question. You do not have to get the GLP-1s through us. If you already have the medications, if you already have the peptides, and you want to get the coaching, you can totally do that. You can totally do that. All right, Anthony, do you know of any hyper responders for tirzepatide that did well in terms of weight loss and lower inflammation on microdoses? In the beginning, no. In the beginning, you are not going to microdose and become a hyper responder. That doesn't happen. If you're overweight, if you're obese, if you're diabetic, if you're inflamed, if you have metabolic health issues, you need a starter dose of the medication. And you might even need a higher dose. You might need 5 milligrams of tirzepatide. You might need 1.5 milligram of semaglutide. You're not going to microdose in the beginning of your journey. That's not how it works. You got to put in the work to become a hyper responder. The intermittent fasting, the therapeutic long fasting, the resistance training, the stress management, the sleep optimization, the inflammation reduction. You change your lifestyle, and we help you do all this stuff, and then you become a hyper responder. Is it a good combo, MOTS-C and tirzepatide? MOTS-C is amazing, Rachel. Anything that activates that those metabolic pathways are going to help. The AMPK pathway, that's what that peptide does. Karen, I'm a slow responder, 8 weeks on 7.5, and I've lost nothing so far. So Karen, we can definitely help you out with that. How many of you guys are a slow responder? How many of you guys are not getting results on your GLP-1 meds? So Shaded, Janae, Jersey, Vanessa, Charlene has stopped. Apple. So there's quite a few of you guys. There's quite a bit of you guys who are struggling right now on your medications. So I want to get into that. I want to talk about that because I know that's a big topic. That's a big deal to you, that you want to get results. Hello, Heavy Duty from Montana. Welcome. So what I always say is I break this down into 4 main categories. Julie, that's fantastic that you've lost 62 pounds. Luna, are you saying that you got worse results when you increased your dose? Is that what you're saying? And that's awful. Michael? Yeah, we can definitely help you with that. What do I think about phentermine after GLP-1s? I don't like it. I generally don't like phentermine overall. Yeah, I see a lot of issues with that drug. If you fix your metabolic health, if you fix inflammation, you don't need that. You sent a detailed text to Meyer. Messenger, Facebook Messenger. Our account, Kathleen. Sometimes we're a little bit like we can't control if Facebook Messenger blocks. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes it's like a feature on your account. So I would shoot us a text message directly if you guys want to get a hold of us. If you guys are curious about the coaching, the guidance, the support. Yes, we can help you in Canada coaching wise, but we can't prescribe to you in Canada, but we can coach you. Shoot us a text message. The number on the screen, 229-441-3562. If you guys enjoy my content and you want to learn more, I strongly recommend that you go to YouTube and you find me on YouTube and you give us a follow there. My YouTube page, we put out about 3 videos a week where we do comprehensive deep dives into these topics. So go check me out, YouTube, Dr. Jones DC. If you type in Dr. Jones DC, you will find me on YouTube. And if you guys like my TikToks and you're watching me on TikTok live, I put out these shorter, bite-sized videos on TikTok. These accounts right here are my 2 accounts on TikTok, Forever Wellness and Optimize Health. So go make sure you follow those pages if you want to learn these topics in bite-sized pieces. Does neuropathy happen again with peptides? I don't know what do you mean? Like, does neuropathy happen with peptides? No, peptides don't cause neuropathy, no. Are you asking, can peptides help with neuropathy? That's what I think you're asking. It depends on which peptides. Some might be able to help, yes. Hey, John. This is John. John from TikTok, John. Good to see you, my friend. Have you ever heard of switching compounding pharmacies for GLP-1 and another brand is working better? Yes. There are some variables in how these compounds are compounded. So yeah, that could happen. Sardine, I increased compound terzepatide from 2.5 to 4 and now to 5. 5 is the least effective with the most cravings returning and fatigue that I didn't have, gained 2 pounds. So debating if I should go back down to a lower dose. I mean, you can, but you might have desensitized the response. I mean, we don't know. You're not going to know until you try it out. Carlos says, your content is very informative, truly wealth of knowledge. I'm learning so much daily, and I ordered your book. Thank you, Carlos, my man. I'm glad the information is helping you. Yeah, neuropathy is what I figured you were talking about, heavy duty. And I mean, if it's a physical injury, it might not help. You know what I mean? There's many different types of neuropathy. And yours sounds like an injury based type neuropathy. So hey, Julie, yeah. So about a year, but this was me in my 20s, and I was always yo-yoing like back and forth. This is pretty much me now. Heavy duty. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad that you're finding the content helpful. That's what we do. That's what I try to do. The YouTube page, if you type in Dr. Jones DC, you should be able to find me on YouTube. All right. Let's see. We got, there you go. You've lost 74 pounds. I wouldn't say that you're a turtle. I'd say that's pretty good results. I'd say that's pretty dang good results. What's the best source of grain if one is still somewhat insulin resistant? If you're insulin resistant, I would avoid grains. If you're insulin resistant, I would avoid carbohydrates as much as possible. I would increase your fat intake. Lots of fat, moderate to moderate high protein. You can have all the fiber you want. You do lots of therapeutic fasting. You lift heavy weights. That's how we become insulin sensitive. I got a little pineapple. Hey, Kathleen, if you like my lives, go follow my blue TikTok page, Lasting Weight Loss, because I go live from TikTok. YouTube is less often, mostly TikTok every single time. On Monjaro, 2.5 months, down 30 pounds, doing fasts, high protein. That's awesome, my man. That's the way that you do it. That's the way that you do it. Nina, that's absolutely something that we can help you out with, like, because slow results is almost always insulin, inflammation, cortisol, or thyroid. It's one of those 4 issues. Heavy duty, you need to find out where your neuropathy is coming from. If it's a structural thing, chiropractic rehab might be able to help. If it's diabetic, if it's inflammatory, like ALA is probably not going to help your neuropathy. You definitely need to figure out where your neuropathy is coming from first. All right, guys, before I hop off, that number again to reach out to us is 229-441-3562. All you got to do is shoot us a text message and let them know that you want to get set up for a free consultation. Miss B, I would get on some powerful digestive enzymes. We have some really good broad spectrum digestive enzymes that we can recommend. Just shoot us a text message and we'll send that right away. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you later. Oh, I forgot to turn this off. We'll see you guys later.